Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, welcome back to iRacing, the IndyCar Fix series. We're looking to rebound after a poor start to the season, and the last time out in trim room with Teggy just did not have the pace. I did look at the replay afterwards. We did get side pod damage from the collision that guy early in the race, but really I just would not have done much better anyway. I'm really poor around there, but I'm not poor. And at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the home of the greatest spectacle in race, and you're about to watch 50 laps of Indy cars trying to do similar. Probably not, because I'm the number one car in this split. That can only mean we're probably in the bottom split out of 4, I imagine, or 3, and this is just going to be mayhem, as it seems like even from last year the slipstream is incredibly strong, and also it's just exactly the same. You know, you maybe lift a bit in the corners, but you can be a bit more foot on in the corners. It feels like, even though I've only just done 10 laps of practice, so those with new tyres, I imagine as the race goes on we won't be able to do that as much. Again, we've got to imagine sink off fuel as well, but I imagine with the slipstream around here we might get a few cautions like we got last time in Motegi. And as you can see, we qualified in 4th. You may be thinking, that's a decent effort, you're only 200ths off pole. I was not very happy with that lap. I imagine I should be in high 39.3s. And so to be just doing a 39.4, I slightly messed up on the first lap, didn't get up to speed as well. Maybe for the second lap, and then the second lap slightly turned in a couple corners too late, too much turning angles, so scrubbed too much speed. Even though it may not look it on the lap, definitely felt it driving it. So we're in 4th. As you can see, just 2200ths off pole. We've got 50 laps of mayhem ahead of us, as looking down the field, you can see everyone's pretty close who actually bothered to qualify. At least down to 13th. And below that, a couple of guys who just did not get a lap together. So you've got 24 drivers in this split, so I imagine we're the bottom of 3 splits. So let's see what we can do. Number 1 car starting in 4th. At least we're near the front, so we should be ahead of the mayhem, theoretically. But it doesn't always turn out that way. Sometimes the front can be the hairiest place to be, as you've no doubt seen in previous races I've shown. So just the luck of the draw. Let's see what we can do, especially as we do have a low number car around us, so we've got to be maybe wary. I don't really pay too much attention to the numbers, because you could be like the number 20 car, still have superb pace, still race brilliantly, you just haven't raced as much as anyone else. So, you know, don't take too much bother of the numbers, especially when we're in a low split like this, where we're all pretty rubbish on our day, all pretty good on our day as well. So let's see if it's our day to be pretty good. And again, fuel's probably around 2/3 race distance, so from lap 17 onwards, that's the magic number, I think, fuel rise. Or lap 30 onwards. No, that's 30. Lap 20 onwards. I'm good at maths. I'm good at numbers. So let's get going then. Hold on to your butts. Probably shouldn't be holding on to mine, but I am. A smooth getaway. It's got a racy fella behind. Top 5 are away from everyone else. Got the guy a bit too much going into the corner. I thought I'd just sit behind. Instead, almost went to his back end, so I had to dab the brakes slightly. It's probably the only time I've used the brakes around here, apart from avoiding a crash. Well, it didn't take too long, did it? But at least we survived the one lap. That's pretty good. You can already see this race is probably going to be a bit racier than I would like, so I'm not sure about the tactics for this race. Because if I sit still, I'm going to be passed by like 4 or 5 cars. But if I get aggressive, that just increases the chances of a massive crash. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes on the next stint. See what we can do. Definitely not pitting now. There's no point, as the leader wants to be the pace car, it looks like. Good to see we've gone back to having just 2 laps under caution, should I say. Or 2 full laps under caution. When it was 3 in Motegi for some reason. Right, we're up now for the restart. So remember, they went early. We've gone early again. Go by and take in a few tenths back, but he'll be on our tail soon enough. Especially when it goes caution immediately. I thought we could last more than 1 corner this go. Obviously not. Everyone a bit racy behind. And looks like it was right behind us as well. I'll probably have to look back at the replay of that. Because I don't see the guy in 6th anymore. This could be a very long race. Well, this is just ridiculous. We're going at speed limit pace here. Why is everyone going so slowly? Has the pace car forgotten to turn up or something? Seriously, what is second doing?
Past the pace car.
He was waiting for the pace car. So the pace car driver just fell asleep. Maybe settled back in. He was like, oh, I've got a break here. Oh no, actually I've got to wake up again now. Just took a while for his partner to wake him up. That was absolutely ridiculously slow though. I'm not sure why second was dictating the pace as well. Just stay behind first. Seemed to have learnt his lesson from the previous caution. So we are preparing to go green again. Looks like we're down to 17 drivers on the lead lap. There's the 8 laps into the race. So say we're under caution in 10 laps time. I think that's when we pit for fuel and fresh tyres, and then we can definitely go to the end, and tyres don't really seem to wear with this configuration, with this setup, downforce configuration. So let's see what we can do on the restart. Looks like the guy behind's not going to be, waiting now. It's going to be right on our tail.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is in.
Even then he got caught out slightly. As it says we're still under caution, what the hell? There we go, you finally get going again. And here comes 5th. I'm just going to stay on the outside. As he was not confident into the corner, I don't blame him with the 3 in front. Or was he still having the lights flashing? Was he still out of sync? I wonder. So still on the second window of the draft. So it should be catching up. Especially as they're going side by side in front through the corners. And there we go, caught them in a couple of corners. We've got a 6/10 of a second gap behind us. They're 3 wide in front. Absolute madness. Got 40 laps to go, lads. What are you doing? I mean, he actually got to play this like the Indy 500, but of course he decreased the laps by 4. So it's mainly like the final 15 laps you want to be going hard like this. Not the first 15. Just want to keep yourself in the running for the first 30 to 35 laps. So we're happy to sit here as there's a bit of a gap behind to sit. So it looks like it's us top 5. I wonder if the guy behind got caught then for a penalty. Because I don't see him. Sorry, I lifted way too late into the corner there. Guy behind. That's enabled the top outside the top 6 to catch up to us, so we were very lucky to avoid that. Unfortunately, you could see that coming though. But we all survive well. 4 of us out the top 5 do. As those guys were very lucky as well. Are they a lap down? Oh, they are a lap down though. They might be getting their lap back though. My man, that was hairy. 12 laps into the race. We're not even a quarter way through the race, and they're racing like that. Always going to end like that. We're lucky to make it through. So I had my reactions on sync then, even though I was a bit late again. And this is more like it when slowing down for the pace car. You know, slow down towards turn 3. I see pace car tries to mount the first place in it like there. See the number 2 car in SIP, so he's obviously working his way through the field. And again, I think it might be too early to pit. Just. Next caution, definitely will pit. Or it just depends what everyone else does. I think they will stay out though. I said we definitely want to be at the front. And stay mostly out of the way of all the madness. Maybe it calmed down a bit now. So we're up to 3rd then. After that crazy crash. It only took out one other driver though. I'm very surprised at that. I thought nicking in our rearview mirror, that like quite a few drivers got caught up in that. There might have been some that actually got damage on still sticking around though. So we've got 14 drivers now on the lead lap. And then a couple guys a lap down, and then from 17th down it is just you're either not here or you're a few laps down. So let's see what we can do on this stint then. Hopefully we can be green for more than a couple laps. It's my very stop-start, hasn't it, at the beginning, but I guess we expect that of a huge field, as I said, being quite low down. On the split order it looks like. The guy went immediately. And hey, he didn't mess up this time. Made it just one fella a lap down. So that was one of the guys who were in the pits for damage. As it's fast and furious now. Seconds hit the nose. As oh, they're going too wide. As I keep the pace up on the front stretch, so I don't get anyone crashing out by having to suddenly hit the brakes. But bloody hell, can't believe that it went too wide in turn 3. So now the number 1 car is where it needs to be, and I think we might pit though. I'm the lead car, I've got to make this decision really. Do we pit or do we just wait? Because there's like the 4th caution, we've only had 3 laps of green? 3 and a bit laps of green? It's been absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not sure we actually pit. I'll simply just wait until the next caution flies. Or do we pit anyway? Be safe. Because we're right on the edge of the fuel window. No, I think we stay out. I think we want to stay in the lead. The lead in everyone. You see if some guys behind are heading towards pit lane. Looks like Fourth down is... Yeah, fourth down is... I don't mind that though, it seems like a 50-50 call, and I think there will be another caution. So I don't mind staying out at the moment. I don't mind pitting the next lap, because I can't imagine there's many more than 10 drivers now in the lead lap. It really has depleted half of the field this race already. As we finally reached the third mark of this race, as you can see, 13th is a lap down to us. Actually, not many people did pit behind it, looks like. Looks like they all stayed out. That's the interesting thing about the cautions I've noticed, that if it comes in 1 and 2, like immediately after the restart, then we do 3 laps of caution. But if it's in 3 and 4, or on the front stretch or back stretch, then we just do, as you see, 2 to go. 2 full laps of caution, so it's pretty interesting. Actually, we're doing 3, aren't we? There goes my theory. But then we did have a bit of out and sync of the previous caution, so maybe that should have been 3 laps as well. Anyway, it looks like I'm going to be leading the restart next time out. Do I go straight away or do I wait until the lights go? I don't have to go straight away though, because that's what everyone else is used to. If I start mixing it up now, it might cause some crashes. Let's see what you do when it goes green. So I'm about to go green then. I haven't had this situation many times, have I? I've got to decide how to take this restart.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is in. Green flag, you're in first.
So I knew that guy was trying to get the jump on me, so I went slightly later than normal. Only a touch. Hopefully he's not too late as well. Some people lower down the order. I'm surprised that that car didn't get his lap back either. 13th, as we've got 12 cars on the lead lap. That's the only guy a lap down that's remaining in the race. And everyone else is a few laps down. Wasn't even allowed to lead a lap. No. And now we get to sit here, maybe save some fuel as well. As well, what is the leader doing? He's blinking out of existence. So I had to take a very wide line there. I was surprised third didn't just dive it there. It's getting the leader just very defensive in the short shoots for no reason. And he's just blocked off the run from third as well. What strange lines. I don't know why he's so defensive there. I can understand it on the front stretch, but in between 1 and 2, well, he just wants to let us go. Hey, we've led a lap. And I know he's dropping back slightly, which is a bit weird. I'm not sure if that's because of the blinking as well. Oh, here he comes, setting up the run out of 4. Maybe he just knows it's a fuel race, he's having us as the guinea pig. Could be some tactics involved here. So we're not making it on fuel. He might be trying to. Unfortunately, this is the longest you've run green as well. So my fear of there being another caution might not happen. He's close to the wall in front. So I just remembered I've downloaded Crew Chief. I just forgot to run it for this race. God's sake, could have had Crew Chief running for the first time. I'll try that for my next race. Because I got it all set up, I just forgot to run it with iRacing. As you can tell, I'm totally concentrating on the race. It might be an idea to try and let the lap car get by. Gives them their lead lap back. Also is someone to run behind and save fuel on. That might be an idea. So we're enjoying our nice lead running, but they're definitely wary. We don't have enough fuel for the finish. For God's sake, thought he's through fully. Just going to sit behind here if we can. Now that blinking doesn't lend much confidence. Yeah, you can go by. Oh, he's taken the lead, is he? Thought he's going to be taken out there. There's all the leaders all over the place, blinking. The lines aren't there. And now we've got the lapped car behind us. Got a bit of a gap after fourth. We're just going to sit in the section with these two now. If we can. As I said previously, I don't mind that car passing us, but it looks like he's just sitting behind us intentionally. There's some defensive lines being taken into corners. I can understand it on the straights, but into corners, don't really want to be trying that. So we've got 20 laps to go. That car still doesn't want to get through. Because I'm lifting in every corner at the moment. There's, oh, second hits the wall. Also being allowed to lift on the straights as well, thanks to the battling in front. But still don't think we have enough because we ran in the lead for way too long. So we've got 11 cars on the lead. Someone's disappeared. I do want to be lifting loads into 1 and 3 and lift slightly into 2 and 4. Oh, that was a decent lift in 3. You can see, try and drive the car a bit more into the corner in 4, then lift. Because I believe iRacing just does it, the fuel saving from throttle position, nothing else. It's 4th and 5th are dropping back, which is good. It's all second into the wall again. Yeah, you can go by me, that car. Now, I'm not sure I want to drop down to 4th. I think I want to stay with this top 3. Or 3 of the drivers. Oh, so that car's had enough of everything. trying to take back there that. Need to not allowing it though. So you've got this group of 5 at the front, and then there's like 2.5 grab to 5th. So 11th is back on the lead that. I think. Or are they 2 laps down? Guy behind's definitely fuel saving. He had a good run on me, but you can see he's backed out of it. But definitely from 5th down as well. So we see that number 3 car up there again. Now they might have pitted or strategy, so they maybe can run a bit harder than we can. Only got 5 that, so we do have to pit. We're holding on for a caution here. So is that it? I mean, that's unlucky for the leader, taken out by a lapped car, or vice versa. I have to review that on replay, but they came in the nick of time for us. And tyres haven't really worn after 36 laps, but fuel, you saw, we had 5 laps left. Perfect timing. Now, the race is reset. We got a sprint of around 12 laps. 11 or 12 laps. Perfect timing. So I do feel sorry for the leader there. Just, I'm not sure what happened there. Might have got a bit loose. You saw that a couple of times getting a bit loose. Like hitting the wall. I'm not sure if they were damaged. That maybe caused it, but very thankful. the time of that caution. And now it's a flat-out sprint to the finish. As before I cut away, I forgot. There might actually be the pit crew animation at Indy. I know it wasn't at the trim ring, but then in practice I saw the pit crew kind of appearing in the pit box. So, hopefully. Let's see. Let's see this pit crew in action, hopefully. As I do like that detail on the right hand side, I do like caution on the big screen. We're the number one car, we're right at the end. Oh, I see tyres laid out. I see pit crew. Hello, pit crew. This is awesome. Oh, they're going to go to work.
Go.
8-second stop though. Expected better, pit crew. Considering we had 6-second stops last time in Motegi. But still, that is so awesome seeing that. It's only NASCAR and IndyCar that have that, like the animated pit crew. I believe, in iRacing, but that is so cool. As we've got a couple of guys who stayed out, obviously pitted earlier, and a lapped car as well. That was awesome, seeing the guys at work. I think I was a bit out of position as well, as you saw I was very lackadaisical in. Because the guy behind was very lackadaisical, he really slowed down. There's, oh, that's the guy who was behind us. What's happened to third? Don't tell me they got damaged. Like they couldn't avoid the wreck. We do see the number 3 car in the top 5. And it's like Sith had a very good pit stop as well, jumped up to 4th. As it looks like the gamble hasn't paid off for the guy who stayed out. It looks like he's going to be pitting. Yeah, you got to pace away now, mate. Otherwise you will get penalties. I'm guessing that car will stay out. Try and get back on the lead lap. And we'll see how it goes when we go green again for this 10-lap sprint, I think it is, now if my mouse is correct. So we are about to fight for the victory at Indy. For our second IndyCar fixed race in a row. No, saying that, we weren't really in the fight last time we were here. We just took the lead in the final corner.
Get ready, going green.
This time we've been up there all the time.
The pace carries in. Green flag.
As you get a decent getaway. Now here we go, let's fight then. Because I need a clear visor, there we go, now I can see where I'm going. They're 9/10 behind, they really got caught out behind. I might just sit behind for a couple laps, then attack in the final 5. Actually no, they're just 4/10 behind. What the hell? Where did that car come from? Was that just blinking in and out of existence behind? So go 10 to go. It is go time here. Maybe we got to attack a bit sooner then. I thought we had a gap behind. They're going too wide in every corner. What the hell? I love having fresh tyres as well. So we'll either not a good run through too. Made it stick this time, so let's see if we lead across the line. Set up for the finish. Doesn't look like we do. No, we're a second, okay. So I've got to try and take it out of 4. At the moment we're trying to run away from 3, that's why we're constantly drafting and overtake at the moment. I'm going to let them buy into 1, but it's not really working. It seems like they're sticking with us. He's not making the move. What the hell? Wants to stick his nose in, but can't. So I might have caught out third there slightly, having to lift. Let the guy in front by. Admit that's probably more on me because I did it quite late. That's a much more confident run through 3. The downshift. And looks like he's still got the run to the line, has he? Oh, he's backing off. Here comes third. Oh, it's getting close. It's getting tasty. Oh, he set that up out of 3. Great run. So we got a bit low in 1. Time to lift everywhere. So he got a bit close there, maybe too close. He had to back off. So they're both coming. They'll hold on to second. So hopefully I'm setting up so that they're ahead in that position, not me. They seem too reluctant to be trying to pass into 1. This all guy by makes it 3 wide. Say no to that. Now he should be overtaking us though. There we go. This is where we want to be on the final, that. I think. Oh, he's gone. Go down our inside. Let's have we judged it. Yes! Fuck yes! Got it spot on in the end. Oh my god. For a moment now I thought I lifted too much into 3. We got it just right. What a batter at the end. That's a good job from 3rd. I know he lost it in the end in turn 4, but holding on the inside and outside in a couple of those corners. I know he got a bit rough with 2nd, but that was fantastic. In the end, God, my heart almost bumped out of my chest there. Got 2 from 2 now. The IR-18 round here. And that was a race we definitely, it felt like won on merit compared to our first victory round here, where we had to fight for that. We had to get our tactics right as well. And I think we were lucky on occasion there. I think we chopped off 3rd right here in the final of that. We got very close to 2nd as well, the number 3 car in that corner 2 a few laps earlier. But we survived, made it through. We grabbed another victory. We finally got a season rock and rolling. And I'm not sure how long this 100% record will last though round. It has. I'm definitely going to be racing this, I think 3 more times. I think you have, I think iRacing calculates points with an average of 4 races. So I'm definitely trying to race at least a few more times this week. As I love Indy, baby. Treats us well, so let's see if my donut game is a bit better than it was previously. We're doing it on the grass, I don't even care. Let's forget about the donut, shall we? But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.